Hello, the sweet June 2010. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Um, I'm doing okay. Just on the grind. Just trying to, make my paper and keep these bills paid. It's been rough. But I just praise God that I'm making it through. Um, what I want to talk about is black women, self-worth and self-esteem in 2013. Um, this is really just something I've been really marinating on over I've been really thinking a lot about that because I think as a black woman it's hard it's very difficult to maintain a healthy self-esteem. I think any woman, regardless of race, it's hard to maintain a healthy self-esteem because technically, we live in a sexist society, and there's so many demands. There's so much pressure for women to look beautiful, and it's just so much pressure put on women in general to look beautiful and everything like that. But I think as far as black women is concerned, it's even worse because I think historically, society has always told black women that, through the media, mainly through the media, that in so many words, we're not beautiful, and other races of women are uplifted over us. I know growing up, I grew up in the 70s, and there were very, very few images of examples of black women on television, and there's a little bit more now. But young girls coming up, still have young black girls coming up will still have a hard time. I mean, when I go to the store and I look at the magazine aisle, I just be, I don't know, I'm a deep thinker. I just be thinking about stuff like, I go to the magazine aisle, I see predominantly Caucasian women on the magazine aisle, and I don't hardly ever see, you see your Essence, Ebony, whatever, but you don't really see a lot of black women on those magazines. We're really not represented that much in those magazines. So I mean, it's just, my point is that it's very difficult for black women to really have, a black woman would have to be, we as black women have to try really, really, really hard to maintain a healthy self-esteem. Because it just seems like to me, now, someone is free to come on here and comment, let me weigh in, let me know your opinion if you disagree with me or whatever, but it's just the way I see it. It seems like to me, it appears to me that, society just devalues us. It's just, it's just like we're not considered valuable. I mean, we're not considered, and we're very beautiful women, but, it's just that we're not valued. It just seems like, we have to really fight really hard to maintain a healthy self-esteem. Particularly, I think when it comes to black men, and because it just seems like, like a lot of these black men come on YouTube and they dog us out, and they, say all kinds of negative things about us, and you know, and even if you're in a relationship, you know, I mean, I'm not saying all black men, but a lot of black men, um, you know, they just don't value us, and I think that hurts most of all. I don't know how, I can't speak for other black women, but me myself, I think it hurts me, you know, to see our own men not validating us. You know, not that we should look for a man to validate us, but it just seems like, you know, we're not, because like black men are the only race of men that I realize that black men are the only race of men that degrade their women in their music. Other races of men, as far as I can see, now somebody let me know if I'm wrong, but as far as I can see, from what my observation has been, black men are the only race of men that degrade their women in their music. And I'm at this point, this day and age, I'm at a point to where I refuse to listen to any rap music or any music for that matter that degrades black women. But they're the only race of men. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not on here bashing, but it is what it is. I mean, you know, I don't hear other races of men doing that to their women in their music, and I just really think it's sad. I really think it's sad because what happens to the young black girls growing up? What happens to the young black girls growing up? Is this the kind of message that we want to send to them, that, you know, that they don't have any, their worth, you know, about their self-worth, and that's very important for a woman to have, a self-worth and a healthy self-esteem. And I think a black woman in this society has to try really, really hard. I mean, you know, I have to try really hard to have a healthy self-esteem. I think every black woman does, because as a whole, we don't, especially particularly through the media, we are told that we're not beautiful. We're told that we're not beautiful, and then you know, and then, you know, we talked about wearing weaves and all that kind of stuff. I think through the media, we're told that we're not beautiful, and I think this has been going on for decades. I think this has been going on since the beginning of time, and it's you know, a black woman has to really, really, really try really hard to maintain a healthy self-esteem, particularly if you have daughters coming up. You know, you have to try to instill positive things into your daughters, and, you know, let them know that, hey, you're beautiful, you know, your hair is beautiful, and, you know, and I think contrary to what a lot of people may believe, I think more black women are starting to embrace natural hair. You know, I see all kinds of beautiful natural hairstyles. Some of them I'd like to try myself, you know. So I think that as a whole, I think that black women are really starting to embrace that, and I think this is the kinds of messages that we need to be sending to our young black girls, that, you know, they're beautiful. That you are beautiful. You know, you do have beautiful hair. You know, these are the messages that we need to be sending to them, so they can grow up with a healthy self-esteem. Because society as a whole just you know, we're not. If something happens to us, it's like versus another race, a female. It's downplayed. It's downplayed. It's not considered as important as someone else. You know, a woman of another race. It's, you know, it's really saddens me. You know, because I feel like we're just as important as any other woman on the planet. We're just as beautiful. And it's just that this has been going on since the beginning of time. This has been going on since the beginning of time, that we just are, and I think that it's very important for a black woman to not get into a relationship with a man that is going to be trying to break down her self-esteem. Because sometimes we can get involved with men that are not healthy for our self-esteem. Like some of these men, I'm not saying all men, but some of these men out here, they'll be trying to break down your self-esteem, and we can't allow that to happen. You have to question yourself, does this man really love me? Does he really love me if, he wants to, call me, just say things to break down my self-esteem? I mean, you have men coming on YouTube, black men coming on YouTube. One in particular that I've been watching lately, because it just amazes me how negative this man is toward black women. And his name is Tommy Sotomayor. And it's a lot of other black men on YouTube too, but this one, I think he's the leader of the pack. And he just amazes me how he comes on here and he just dogs out black women. I mean, this man has nothing positive to say about black women. Absolutely nothing positive to say. You would have to watch your videos for yourself to really get the full gist of this guy. I mean, sometimes he amazes me because he just and then people send him videos. He has several different channels on YouTube. He has one called Clowning Black Women, where I guess people send him different videos of black women acting stupid or doing something that's stupid or doing something, and then he talks about them. And then he talks about it. And then what bothers me most of all, and what bothers a lot of people, is that he generalizes. He does what the rest of the society does to us, and he judges us as a whole. And he, instead of just saying, well, this is not appropriate for this particular black woman to be doing, instead of him saying that, he'll say that we're all like that. He'll say, excuse me, I got to do a little something. He'll say that we're all like that. And this is what bothers me most of all, and it's really getting to a lot of people, is that he'll talk about these clips and then he'll say pretty much we're all like that. Now, common sense ought to tell him that not all black women are the same. Not all black women act like these particular black females. But this man has absolutely nothing positive whatsoever to say about black women. It's crazy. And he seems to be obsessed about black women and weaves and just saying black women hate themselves, and the thing, my opinion on that is, my take on that is that other women do things to enhance their beauty. Other women do things to, some women, get, collagen and all kinds of different things to enhance their beauty, but they're not accused of hating themselves. I mean, a part of being a woman is doing things to enhance your beauty, as a woman. I mean, I think that's just a part of being a woman, wanting to do things. I know I like to try, I like to wear my hair natural, but at the same time, I like to try the different pieces out there. I love the different styles, and I love to try the different ones. It's not that I hate myself, but I like to try the different styles. I love the different styles of them, and I can't get my hair to do that. So I like the different styles. I may want to get my hair braided, Get some extensions put in, so I won't have to mess with it for a while, and to have a new look. That is a part of being a woman. Men don't understand that. It's a part of being a woman to want our hair to look pretty. We might want to wear a particular hairstyle. We might want to have this look or that look. It's just to have something. I know I like to change up and do different things, and and I think that's just a part of being a woman. It's not necessarily mean that you're hating yourself because you're wearing a wig. I might, I have a wig, an Afro wig that sometimes I like to wear. I like to wear pieces sometimes, and it's, I do whatever makes me feel good. But then there's times where I wear my hair natural. And I do whatever makes me feel good. It's because I put my wig on don't mean that I hate myself because I'm putting my wig on. It just means that that's the particular look that I want at the moment. And I just think that's just part of being a female. Like some women will get, granted, some women go crazy and go overboard and get too much work done, and that might go into some self-esteem issues if you're if you're going overboard and you're doing a little bit too much, plastic surgery or whatever. Some people become obsessed with it. Then you may have a self-esteem issue. But a woman changes, like you got some women that change their hair color, or there's nothing wrong with that. It really is nothing wrong with that. It's just you change your look. You might want a specific look. You might want to do something different. Just to look, feel good about yourself. But it's nothing wrong with it. It's a part of being a female. It's a part of being a woman. And a lot of men do not understand that. A lot of men don't understand it, and I think he just don't get it. It's not necessarily about hating yourself, but that's what it's about. But when you get guys like that come on YouTube and they degrade women, black women, and they talk down to us, and they just talk about us like we're the lowest scum of the earth, because he ain't the only one, and so it's a whole lot of them that come on here and do that. Then it just, what does that tell society? That our men don't value us, and if they don't have any respect for us, and if our men don't value us and have respect for us, then how is anybody else going to? So it's just really hard to be a black woman and maintain a healthy self-esteem, especially with the media. The media, we're not portrayed in the media, it's our image, way we're portrayed in the media is not, we're not represented in the media like, we should be. And so it's really difficult, and so us as black women, we just have to try really hard to, the Bible says a woman's true beauty is on the inside. And so, we have to focus on what we got going on the inside, and we have to know our worth, because we have to know that Jehovah God created us and He loves us, and we are somebody, despite what anybody says. Because it's, like I said, it's really disheartening to me when we get judged as a whole. Us black women, we get judged as a whole, and we just, as some people just want to beat us down, and put us all in the same category and say we're all A, B, and C, and we're not monolithic. We're not all the same. And you got good and bad in every race. You got good and bad women in every race. You got trashy acting women in every race of women. It's not just black women. But they don't get judged. It's really interesting to me because they don't get judged as a whole. That person gets judged by what they do as an individual. Whereas if a black woman does something, then all of a sudden we're all like this. And that's what bothers me, because do not put me, I carry myself with respect, I carry myself with dignity. Please do not put me in the same category as some black women that's fighting in a fast food restaurant. You know, I mean, or want to jump on somebody and it's getting captured on video. I mean, do not put me in the same category as that particular black woman or those black women, because I don't go around acting like that. I carry myself with respect. I carry myself with dignity. And I don't prefer to be, I want to be judged by the content of my character. And I think that everyone has the right to be judged by the content of their character. Not by, and this Tommy Sotomayor, he should know better because he's a black man. And he knows he knows how it is when black men are profiled and looked at, and all black men are, you know, by certain people are looked at as criminals, and he should know better. He of all people should know better. That I'm sure that he doesn't like to be stereotyped and profiled and put in the same category as certain other black men. You know, everybody has the right to be judged by the content of their character, and it's just demeans us. So I mean, despite all that, we have to try to validate ourselves. We know that because of the media and a lot of times our own men, not, you know, we have to a lot of times we have to validate ourselves. And it is very important as black women for us not to beat down each other. That we know we need to lift up each other and say positive things to each other, because sometimes that goes on too, where black women kind of beat down each other. You know, we need to stop that. I know if I see a sister that you know, if I see a sister on my job and her hair is looking cute, I say, "Oh, your hair looks cute." You know, say something positive. You know, if I see a lady looking cute, so girl, I like your hair. Ooh, America's Next Top Model. I mean, you know, and it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good. You know, they smile. It makes them feel good, and it makes me feel good to make them feel good. I mean, that's just me. That's just how I am. You know, I say, "Ooh, girl, America's Next Top Model." You know, and if I see another sister looking good, I say something that's positive to lift that sister up. I don't try to, you know, break her down or beat her down. And I think it's very important as black women that we don't do that. I think it's very important as black females that we need to lift ourselves up and lift each other up and say positive things to each other, and you know, and then we need to validate ourselves, and most importantly, in our young black girls coming up, we need to give them encouragement. We need to praise them, because they're you know, they're our future, and that might prevent them from, you know, making some mistakes and everything and having low self-esteem and everything. So black people, we just need to do better. We can't really expect for other races to validate us because they've never validated us before. But we got to do it with each other. You know, we have to build each other up, you know, and lift each other up. And I think if we do that, then, you know, we can black women, black men too, can have the maximum self-esteem and lift each other and build each other up. I mean, that's just what's on my mind. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. So that's all I just wanted to talk about. You know, I just, you know, my main concern, I care about the whole world, but you know, my main concern is the black community, because I live in the black community. So I care about, love my people, care about my people, and so I'm passionate about, you know, what's going on with my people, and particularly my fellow black sisters. Okay, so this is keep tuned in, and once again, I appreciate my subscribers. Sweet June 2010.